Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Vikings offense will get the ball first. They'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
Hey, man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Here's a little room there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. My, oh my, 41 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. The Vikings have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Gunderson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
He wants to change this route. Running inside. It's Tyson. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to the ground with the running back. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Vikings kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. On target. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The run inside. It's Tyson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Flips it out in the flat. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The inside handoff. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They go right back to it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Notre Dame's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to bully their way for the first. There's a crease. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Keeps the play going. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Here's Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Back's got it. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Out of the end zone. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Give to the single back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Gonna let it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Vikings decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On the move, he fires. Finds a tight end. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got to...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Tyson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Tyson. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Williams. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short drive. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wide receiver comes in motion. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he's dragged down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Got a little grass. He's got 48 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the 1, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Carr. Going for 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The short hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. To the air on 1st down. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Got room on the return. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they turn it into a defensive score.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the Virginia Tech Hokies.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Marcus Freeman at the half. He is thrilled with the play of his quarterback. No turnovers right now. They have been clean and efficient on offense. They've got a lead. Let's see if they can continue that here in the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on the vibe down here on the sidelines coming back. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's racked up 92 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. This is a designed run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that speed get to the outside.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Williamson. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Vikings will punt this one away. Makes a move. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Notre Dame sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The lone back's got it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Vikings come to the line with a new set of downs. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. He's got the tight end. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On the run, it's Tyson. Finding some room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Now facing a third and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tyson. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Ben, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. 2nd and long coming up. Throwing. Carr. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Play action, C.J. Carr. Going for it all. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running inside, it's Tyson. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to him on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The run inside. It's Tyson. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through.
I don't know how much longer they could have gone trying that field goal. 50-plus, that's tough. The kicker will take it. He gave it everything he could, knocked it off the crossbar, it went in. Nice job.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. On the run, it's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all.
Could be an alley. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll move the wide receiver. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And for the second time in this game, he'll try to knock through a field goal, this one a 41-yarder. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Vikings open this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Using his feet to buy time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Vikings come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Complete.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Money down, man. That's what coaches talk about. One of the first things they look at on the stat sheet is how did we do on 3rd down executing, and how about this offense on this drive? 3 3rd down conversions. That's how you sustain drives. That's how you become a great offense.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. They'll keep it on the ground. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. They picked the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He slides that just inside the right upright.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this fourth quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix. On offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to